Twiggy is a legendary figure, having spent a long career in the worlds of fashion, music, modeling, acting, and philanthropy. She rose to fame in the 1960s and quickly became world famous for her striking features, including her large eyes, long lashes, and slender figure, which became the defining look of the swinging 60s era. She became the world's first supermodel, appearing on the covers of major magazines and working with top designers. Today, Twiggy is still as beloved as ever, and she continues much of her artistic and philanthropic work. In this video, we're looking back at the life and career of this British star, as well as what she's up to today. Join Facts Verse UK as we present Twiggy was a supermodel, but now she's 73 years old. Twiggy's early years. Twiggy, born Leslie Hornby on September 19, 1949 in London, was an iconic supermodel and fashion icon of the 60s. Her childhood was marked by humble upbringings in the suburbs of London. Her father was a carpenter and her mother worked as a factory worker. As a child, she was known for her big, expressive eyes, which later became one of her signature features as a model. She attended the St. John's Wood Secondary Modern School, where she struggled academically due to dyslexia. She was an avid reader, however, and spent much of her free time poring over fashion magazines and dreaming of becoming a model. It was also the time that she began experimenting with designing and creating her own clothes. Twiggy's life changed dramatically in 1965 when she was discovered by Nigel Davies, a hairdresser, while working as a part-time assistant at a hair salon in London. He saw her potential as a model and introduced her to fashion photographer Barry Ladigan, who later took some of Twiggy's most iconic photographs. In 1966, she burst onto the fashion scene at age 16. Her boyish haircut, thin frame, and striking features captured the imagination of the public and the fashion industry alike. She quickly became the face of the Youthquake movement, which celebrated youth, freedom, and individuality. Her rise to fame was meteoric. She appeared on the cover of Vogue magazine in 1967, and by the end of the year, she had her own clothing line and was a household name. She was also made into a Barbie doll in 1967. It was the first time a real person had served as the model for the famous doll. She made her film debut in the cult classic The Boyfriend in 1971 and went on to appear in a number of films and other TV shows. The 70s. During the 1970s, she continued to be a prominent figure in the fashion and entertainment industries. She continued modeling and acting and also expanded into other areas. In 1970, she released her first album, a self-titled collection of pop songs. Although it was not a commercial success, it showcased her singing talent and demonstrated her versatility as an artist. She also appeared in a number of stage productions, including Cinderella and My One and Only. Her modeling career continued to flourish throughout the decade, with numerous magazine covers, fashion campaigns, and runway appearances. However, she also began to transition into other aspects of the industry, including designing her own clothing line and working as a fashion consultant. In 1976, Twiggy married American actor Michael Whitney, and the couple had a daughter, Carly, the following year. Sadly, Whitney died of a heart attack in 1983, leaving Twiggy a widow at age 34. After Whitney's death, Twiggy stepped back from her career to focus on raising her daughter. However, she continued to work sporadically in modeling and acting and began exploring new areas of interest as well. In the late 70s and early 80s, Twiggy became interested in health and fitness and began to promote a healthy lifestyle through her work. She released a series of exercise videos, wrote a book on fitness and nutrition, and even designed her own line of fitness wear. The 1980s. During the 80s, she continued to build on her already impressive career. One of her most notable achievements during this decade was a successful transition into acting. She appeared in a number of films and TV shows, including The Blues Brothers, Madame Sutsaka, and the series Young Charlie Chaplin. Her natural talent and charm made her a popular and sought-after actress. Twiggy also continued her work in the fashion industry, both as a model and as a designer. In 1983, she launched her own clothing line, Twiggy London, which was a huge success and continues to be sold to this day. She also collaborated with other designers and brands, lending her iconic style and fashion sense to a variety of projects. She also continued to be an advocate for health and wellness. She published several books on the topic, including Twiggy's Guide to Looking Good and Feeling Great, which offered practical advice on nutrition, exercise, and beauty. Twiggy's personal life also underwent significant changes in the 80s. In 1986, she married actor Lee Lawson, and the couple have remained together ever since. They've also collaborated professionally, appearing together in several stage productions. The 90s. The 1990s were a busy and fruitful decade for Twiggy, who continued to be a prominent figure. She remained active in fashion, modeling for a number of high-profile campaigns and designers. She was also a frequent guest on TV programs, sharing her expertise in fashion, beauty, and health. Twiggy also became increasingly involved in philanthropy during the 90s. She served as an ambassador for numerous charitable organizations, including the British Red Cross, Cancer Research UK, and the Prince's Trust. Twiggy also continued to pursue her love of acting, appearing in a number of films and TV shows throughout the decade. She received critical acclaim for her role in the 1997 film All the Little Animals, which earned her a nomination for a British Independent Film Award. In 1998, Twiggy was awarded the OBE for her contributions to fashion and charity. She also published a memoir, Twiggy in Black and White, which chronicled her life and career up until that point. 2000s and today. In 2001, Twiggy appeared on the judging panel for the popular reality show America's Next Top Model, alongside Tyra Banks and other industry experts. The show introduced her to a new generation of fans and showcased her enduring relevance in the fashion world. Twiggy also continued to work as a designer, launching a range of cosmetics and fragrances in collaboration with Boots, a leading UK beauty retailer. Her cosmetics line proved to be popular and was sold throughout the UK. She continued to serve as an ambassador for numerous organizations, including Breast Cancer Cure and the Alzheimer's Society, and was involved in fundraising efforts for a range of causes. In 2005, she was awarded the title of Britain's Ultimate Icon by the BBC, cementing her status as a beloved and iconic figure in British culture. In 2011, she released a new book, Twiggy, A Life in Photographs, which celebrated her life and career through a collection of iconic images. She also received the Lifetime Achievement Award at the British Fashion Awards in 2013 and became increasingly involved in environmental and conservation issues during this time. She supported numerous initiatives aimed at promoting sustainable living and reducing carbon emissions, and was appointed as an ambassador for the Woodland Trust in 2013. In 2019, she received a damehood in recognition of her contributions to fashion, entertainment, and charity. She was officially recognized as Dame Leslie Lawson in a ceremony at Buckingham Palace. Today, Twiggy is 73 and looks as gorgeous as always. She spent her life and career in the pursuit of both artistic and philanthropic excellence and is a cherished figure for fans all over the world. Twiggy's controversial figure. While Twiggy's slender figure helped define the look of the 60s, it was also controversial. At the time, the ideal female body type was considered to be curvier and more voluptuous, and Twiggy's thin frame was seen as a departure. Critics argued Twiggy's figure promoted an unrealistic and unhealthy ideal of beauty, which could contribute to development of eating disorders among young women. In recent years, there's been a greater awareness of the dangers of promoting an unrealistic and unhealthy ideal of beauty, and Twiggy's impact on the fashion industry has been viewed in a more nuanced and complex light. While her figure may have been controversial at the time, there's no denying the lasting impact she had on fashion, beauty, and popular culture. Now it's time to hear from you. What's your favorite memory of Twiggy? Let us know in the comments section below.